Okay, so before I start the video, this is the YouTube channel that I've started 2 weeks ago to show you guys that this is really possible, which I'm going to document throughout this whole YouTube channel. And guess what? This thing just blowed up like 2 days ago, just to show you what's possible. As we can see, we already got 77,000 views, and I posted what, like 9 videos? And as you can see, this thing goes fast. This thing goes very fast if you do the things right, okay? As you can see, the snowball effect is already arriving, and videos are compounding on each other. As you can see, I'm getting 88,000 views in the last 48 hours. If I were monetized because I chose a high RPM niche, this would already be $800 in my pocket, just like that. Just to show you guys how truly possible this is, and how it's not impossible to get this to 30, even $50,000 a month if you just log in. I'm going to show you exactly because this all comes down to strategy. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this in this series. I'm going to break down the strategy without charging you anything at the end. No, I promise you I'm not going to charge you any course, any program. I'm going to show you all my secrets in this course. So go ahead, take notes, and watch. Okay. So this is now episode what 3 of this course. If you're new to this, if you haven't watched this thing already, I've already done or already covered episode 1 and episode 2 in this mini series. This is a free YouTube course that I'm offering with and even with extra and even my documentation. And I wrote here where you can literally hold my hands with me and we could do it together just to show you. I just don't want to tell you blah 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 what to do, and you just believe me. Fine, let me just do it with you so you can just hold my hand. Okay, so this is week 2, moving into week 3 of the course. So episode 1 was the concept, okay, how this works generally. This is for raw beginners if you don't know anything about this model, this business model, how to make money, how is it going to make us money. Episode 2 is finding the niche, okay? And I've already covered that, or I've already covered the importance of the niche, that it's 50% of your success. And I've shown you a bunch of niches you can choose, and I've shown you that your niche, that the choice you make is is highly going to influence your success. Okay. Today in episode 3 is gonna be all about the strategy. So how do you go about this? Okay, you're not just gonna start posting random videos and expect them to blow up. That's not how it works. Okay, how are you gonna plan your YouTube videos? How are you gonna um, go about it so that you can get maximum growth in the shortest amount of time possible? And in episode 4, I'm gonna show you exactly how to create these videos with low effort and low investments. So without spending a bunch of cash on outsourcing, because before, yes, you would outsource videos with $200 a video. Now you can do this with 20 bucks a video, even zero. You can do it completely for free, which I'm doing right now. Okay. So, if you're a raw beginner, I highly suggest you go back to episode 1 to see how this even works in the first place. Okay, if you have no idea what the hell YouTube automation is, then please go back and watch it. Okay, you won't understand this. This is too much if you don't know episode 1, the concept. Then, if you watch that and you're still a raw beginner, watch the niche. It's very important that you know what you're choosing when it comes to the niche, that you're not just choosing something random. I've already given you a bunch of examples of niches you should, or of YouTube channels that are succeeding in certain niches. As you can see, I have the crime niche with videos covering crime topics and why they work. I have this channel called Internet Anarchist that covers internet celebrities and why they're getting views. I even have these ultra scary YouTube niches that just get a bunch of views. And I also have this, actually, no, this one's not that good, but I also have countless other niches I have in my Miro doc hidden somewhere. Let me just look real quick. For example, if I go here, like I have so many random documents I've done in my whole YouTube channel. For example, if I go here, yeah, if I go here, for example, this is a channel that's doing pretty well. The link's not working. Oh, let me just show it to you. Even this niche, even the space niche is working really well. As you can see, this guy's creating simple AI videos on space. And even though he's not getting that many views, right? he's getting a bunch of views actually 900K views a month. He has an insanely high RPM because he's making ultra long form videos, meaning this guy's pulling around 8,000 to $10,000 a month with only or actually no, like 10 to 20 with only 900,000 views a month. Yeah, a month pulling in. So just to show you kind of examples of niches. So watch that video. Look how important it is to choose the right niche because that's going to influence the difficulty of blowing up. Okay, so today is all about the strategy. Okay, and buckle up, take your notes. We're about to start. So, okay, so when you want to create YouTube videos, your goal should be to make it blow up as easily and as quickly as possible because the videos that blow up will create something called, which I call a snowball effect, okay? So if one video blows up, right, you only need one video to blow up for your whole other chain of videos that are coming to take action, get more traction, and get more views. Okay, you only need one video. It's always a chain reaction started by one video. Okay, the beauty of YouTube automation is it's a very proven business and it's a very kind of repetitive business model. Okay, the same thing happened over and over again. It's the same systems. Okay, one YouTube video is needed that blows up. Okay, two, make your whole business, your whole YouTube career, your whole channel take action. Okay. So first, we have to understand what actually makes a YouTube video blow up, okay? Because YouTube isn't against you. YouTube is not just this random robot, this random algorithm, right? We call it an algorithm, okay? YouTube's system contains a highly intelligent algorithm that is specifically trained to choose and handpick the best videos out there and make them go viral. So it's the algorithm that chooses whether your video blows up or not, okay? You have to understand what actually makes a video blow up. Okay. First of all, the algorithm is not against you. Get that shit out of your head. Okay. The algorithm is not against you. The algorithm is it's a system proven by data that analyzes data. Okay. Data. So for every YouTube video that people post, any YouTube video out there in the whole space, the algorithm will review it, no matter if it's Mr. Beast or if it's your video. Your video will get seen by the algorithm, and the algorithm will never neglect your video. And what happens is for the first 1 to 2 videos, you're going to get 0 views. Okay? You might get 0 views, but you might also get like 22 views. Okay, so I typically see this is when you're doing everything right, by the way. Typically see uh first videos getting 0 to 20 views. Okay, even if they're good. Okay, if your video is trash, you're gonna get 0 views. If your video is good, you might get 0 to 20 views. You won't blow up. It's very rare that I haven't seen it many times that your first video takes off. Okay. Maybe 1,000 views. Very rare. Second video might get 1,000 views. I've actually seen a lot of cases where the second video gets 1,000 to 10,000 views. But the real thing that causes this to happen is there's two statistics. It all comes down to two statistics. Your video, if it does well in these two statistics, it will blow up. Okay. All the algorithm cares about is CTR and session time. Now, these are two very important. Oh, my handwriting is so horrible, but I don't care. Okay, I'm giving all of this to you. I don't care. Okay, your YouTube, you have to understand this, okay? The success of your video depends on your CTR and your session time. Many people say it's your CTR and your audience retention. That's complete bullshit. It's your CTR and your session time. Now, what's CTR? CTR is click-through rate. Okay, so if YouTube recommends your video to 10 people and one person, or to 100 people, and 7 people watch out of these 100 people, then you have a 7% click-through rate. That's the percentage of people who actually click, okay, click on your video, okay? Because YouTube will always promote your video. Because when you look at your YouTube video and you see 0 views, you might think, "Oh my God, my YouTube video is not getting promoted." But if you go on the tab and click on impressions, which means to how many people YouTube sh has shown the videos to, you might see, okay, wait, YouTube has promoted my video to 50 people, to 100 people. Okay? So YouTube will always promote your video. But however, the CTR determines whether it will keep promoting it or stop promoting it. If it stops promoting it, you're gonna get 0 views. That's why you get 20 views. Okay. So if your CTR is high, YouTube will see, okay, this video is attracting people. People are clicking on this more often than other videos. Let me promote this more. So YouTube now, instead of promoting it to 100 people, okay, it's gonna promote it to 1,000 people. And then it's going to promote it to 100,000 people. And then it's going to promote it to 1 million people because your CTR, it's a number, it's a percentage. Your views are dependent from your impressions. And YouTube will push more impressions and you will therefore get more views because your CTR is high. And having a high CTR just means that you know how to attract viewers, which is what YouTube wants, right? YouTube wants people to click on the videos so that they make money from their ads, okay? If no one clicks on the videos, then the advertisers who are paying YouTube are not going to get their sales, and YouTube is not going to be able to pay or to get paid, and therefore not is not going to be able to pay you. So they choose people that have videos that actually get a high click-through rate and videos that actually have a high session time. What is session time? Session time is the amount of time, the amount of minutes you or the user or the viewer actively spends on your YouTube video. Okay, so if someone clicks on your video, right, they stay there for 2 seconds. You have a horrible session time. You have horrible session time. And the algorithm sees that. It tracks everything. The algorithm knows everything. It's not going to promote your video, right? Impressions, remember, impressions, okay? Your views depend on your impressions. It's not going to promote your video now because it sees that people aren't watching. But if you get people to have a high click-through rate, that means you promote your videos, a lot of people click on it. It's interesting. And people stay on the video. Okay. They actively spent minutes on the video. YouTube will promote it. If people stay on your video and click on one of your other videos, okay? Because look, when you post a YouTube video, this is what they're watching, and YouTube always recommends kind of videos on the side. If someone clicks on your video and clicks on one of your other videos, you increase the time you spend on that channel. That will dramatically boost your YouTube channel. YouTube, the algorithm will love you if you do that. Okay, you're gonna get 1 million views. You will blow up if that happens. If a lot of people click on other videos from you. Okay, ideally, you want to get a 10% CTR. Okay, every video that has a 10 to 15% or even higher, it's not going to be realistic anymore, but every video that has at least like a 10% CTR to start with will do well. It's a good click-through rate. It's an indicator that people are clicking, okay? And if people stay on the video and watch, that's just the algorithm has no other choice but to promote your video more. Okay. And that's the key understanding when you do this. Okay. So when you choose your niche, right? You don't just post crappy content. You have to choose videos that perform well in terms of CTR and session time. Now, these are just logistics. These are just analytics. Okay. How does this strategy apply to real life? What this simply means is you have to is making good effing videos. That's all you have to do. You have to just make good videos. All you have to do is make people click on your video and watch it. Okay. But most importantly, in my experience, the CTR is the most important. That's why clickbait works so well. Because when people use clickbait, people click on it and watch the video because they're clickbaited. Okay. And that causes session time to increase. So if the CTR is naturally already high, if people already clicked on it, if a lot of people clicked on it, that means the interest was already high from the beginning. So unless your video was made by a literal toddler in kindergarten, your session time is going to correspond to CTR success. So focus on your CTR. Now this means having very good titles and thumbnails. Okay, so this is the logistical part of it, and this is the action. The action is choose good thumbnails and good titles, because the first thing people see is your thumbnail and your title. The algorithm does not give a shit whether your video is made by a toddler or made by Netflix. If the thumbnail and the title is crap, no one is going to click on it, even if your video is amazing. That's why I put 90%, generally 90% of my effort in titles and thumbnails. And this is why I told you to choose a good niche, because certain niches you have to you have to like perform a world-class performance. Okay, you have to give a world-class performance to get a high CTR because there's so many competitors out there. But in a niche that's easy, the CTR is naturally going to be high. For example, if you're targeting older audiences, that's why the niche is very important. You get it now? So now I really want you to understand that this is massive. Okay, this is massive. Your CTR and title, your CTR is insanely important. So you have to get the thumbnail and title on point, okay? Make the video look as good from the outside, as intriguing, as interesting as possible from the outside with the title, with the thumbnail, okay? And from the inside, it can be normal. It doesn't have to be amazing. It just has to be like the others in your space, okay? That's my strategy. That's the strategy I follow. Focus on the outside, the inside comes later. Sorry, I just had a little drink break. I wanted to add the fact that I would literally bet all of my YouTube income money on the fact that a YouTube channel that makes horrible videos but has amazing thumbnails in terms of intriguability, in terms of intrigue and click-through rate, will always do better and exceptionally better than the YouTube channel that has horrible thumbnails and titles but cinema level videos. Okay, I would bet it. Okay, I would bet all my money on that. Okay, so understand this. Now, what I also wanted to say is it's not about how aesthetically pleasing the thumbnail is, right? You're not going to post some 4K resolution, I don't know, IMAX, whatever they call it nowadays, image of a skyline, and the title is just beautiful Toronto skyline, and people are going to click on it. You can't expect that. Okay, obviously it might work if you're in the right niche, but generally, the thumbnail and the title, the thumbnail specifically, doesn't depend on how beautiful it is. It depends on how it works psychologically on the viewer. So does the title. The thumbnail and the title complement each other. If you put them together in a certain way correctly, they become this one power unit. Okay, so you have to not focus on how it looks in terms of aesthetics, but on on what effects it has on the viewer. Okay, you have to understand the psychology behind why viewers click on certain videos. Okay, you have to analyze your niche, your market, and look what videos, what type of videos, what type of thumbnails are attracting viewers. Okay, so there are two ways to go about this. Option number one, you just guess, right? You just create thumbnails, titles based on what your gut tells you. You just create videos based on what you think might be interesting to the viewer, and you package that up, right, in your thumbnail and title however you want. And maybe after 6 months to a year, you figure out the formula, and maybe then you start getting views. But that is, my friend, a very ineffective strategy. Because why should I guess? Okay, why should I do the guesswork and reinvent my own wheel when there's other people out there in my same niche, in my same market, generating my same videos, but making 30, 40, $50,000 a month? Why should I guess when I can just look at what they're doing, analyze what's working for them, and literally model that to my advantage? Because remember, a good niche has to be proven to work. All right. You never want to go in a niche where there's no one else making money. You want people to be making money. Our whole strategy depends on competitors. Okay. Because now that you have competitors, they have proven data from their side showing you what to do. Okay. So they've already done the guesswork. They've already created those videos. Now all you have to do is look at what has worked and copy that. It's as simple as that. And that's going to be our strategy, okay? You're going to copy viral trends, viral formats, viral titles, viral thumbnail formats, viral celebrities, viral faces, viral seasons, whatever is going on. Anything that is proven to work extremely well, you're going to model that. And that's going to be our strategy, okay? Because if a video has 1 million views, that's a clear telltale sign they've passed the CTR test, okay? Because this YouTube algorithm, it's like a test, okay? If you pass the test, YouTube will blow your video up, okay? And if you find a video that has 1 million views, you know for a fact that video has gone through the horrible algorithm cursed test and has actually successfully passed it. And now you don't reinvent the wheel, you just copy what he did. So if a guy creates a thumbnail that looks like X with title that looks like Y, you're just gonna do Y and X again with some slight tweaks, of course. All right. And it's not gonna be the same video, it's gonna be your own work, of course. But in terms of the whole package, the whole idea, it's gonna be just just you modeling what's already working. Okay. Now, this all comes to the video idea, okay? Choose a video idea that is viral, that is extremely that's proven to work, and copy the title and the thumbnail. Full on, just steal the title, okay? Replicate the title exactly how it was, and the thumbnail you can model the thumbnail, of course. You're not going to download it and copy it directly. That's not going to work. Okay, it's copyright. You can't just copy it straight up. But you can copy it in the sense of stealing his idea, stealing his format, and just tweaking it. Okay. So let me give you an example. If for some reason, right, right now Donald Trump is trending. If for some reason videos with Donald Trump on the left with an image on the right work, then you're also going to put Donald Trump on the left with an image on the right. Why wouldn't you do the same thing? Okay? It's simple human psychology. You have to understand what helps people click, okay? And in my experience, there are beautiful thumbnails out there that get no clicks, but hideous thumbnails that get clicks. But the only reason why the hideous thumbnails get clicks is because the idea behind all of that is a world-class idea. So if you're trendjacking, if you're stealing those ideas, you're pretty much guaranteeing success. In about 3 months, you'll be making 10K a month easily. Okay? You just have to know how to correctly spot these videos with banger ideas. Okay? These videos that have just an idea behind them that people just really like. Okay, so now you understand that the whole kind of game, now you kind of understand the game, right? Now you're kind of understanding, aha, okay, this is how it works. Okay. It's about working smarter and not harder. Okay, YouTube automation, it's a very simple business model. You don't have to work that hard for it. I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't have to work that hard for it. You just have to know exactly what you're doing. Okay? Sorry, my AirPods just broke. I don't think I can hear from this one. But anyways, how are you gonna do this? Okay, because now you've understood, okay, the best way, or the only way that makes a video, or the only thing that makes a video blow up quickly without staying in the game for a year is just the idea behind everything. The thumbnails, the packaging, okay, that causes the CTR to go high, okay, and the session time is just comes after because the CTR, if it's already high, session time is going to naturally also be high as well. The way you spot a video, now it all comes down to your skills, okay? You'll get progressively better at this, but it all comes down to your skills at spotting videos that are, I call them cash cow videos. Now, this is a word I used a while ago in my kind of mini guide I created here, where I literally like exposed how I copy pasted out of YouTube channels and made money for myself with my strategy, which is just choosing, see here, video idea and packaging. With this, look, creating videos that people actually give a shit about and not guessing, and choosing videos that are proven to work and not reinventing the wheel. Okay. I call these videos cash cow videos, as you can see right here, because they are high outlier videos. Okay. These are cash cow videos. These are videos that have significantly performed better than the rest of the channel. And these are gold mines in YouTube. You want to look for videos that have gotten way more views than the channel's average. It's very easy. It's a very easy game. You want to look for outlier videos. What is an outlier? An outlier basically is how much better a video performed than the channel's average. If a video consistently got 10,000 views in the past, and then suddenly one video gets a 600,000 view count, right? That's a 60x outlier. That is a massive, 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 massive outlier. And that is a telltale sign from YouTube telling you, hey, this is if I'm YouTube and I show you this video, hey, look, I don't want to say anything, but this video it's very interesting because we gave it 600,000 views. We gave it 60 times the views of this channel because somehow people really liked clicking on it. So I don't know, you should kind of look at that trend, that title. You should kind of like look into it because for some reason, I don't know why, right? The algorithm doesn't know why. It just looks at data. For some reason, this video is outperforming the channel's average. And this video has contributed to the channel's growth. So these are videos you want to be looking for. You want to look for videos that have performed much better than the channel's average. And you want to ideally look for an at least 10x outlier, right? I mean, obviously, if you look at a channel that has 1 million views a video, that's a huge number. But for them, maybe if they get 1 million views every video anyways, that's not much of an impression of an impressive number. Okay. So when you see, especially when you see a channel that has like 30K subscribers, has low subscribers, and has 500,000 views on a channel, that is, oh my God, that is like the the most telltale sign ever. When I see that, I don't even think about anything else. I just copy the title straight away, thumbnail straight away. Okay, I don't even think. And trust me, you don't get flagged, you don't get monetized or demonetized or copyright claimed, nothing, because you're allowed to do this. It's under fair use if you just copy the model, but not the actual thumbnail. You know what I mean? And yeah, so what you do now is when you go to your competitor channels, right? This is your competitor channel, right? This can be like his channel name, blah, 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 blah. And these are his videos, okay? These things are his videos. All you do is you just search through his channel until you find an outlier video, okay? And the outlier video typically has a 10 to, I don't know, like 30x outlier, like I showed you, okay? It's not just about views, it's also about how fast these views came, right? Some videos get views over a long time, okay? However, some videos get views like this. This is even better, and this is going to be an even higher outlier. So look for videos that have a very high outlier and copy those. Steal the titles and steal the thumbnails, okay? But really make sure that the thumbnails and the titles like that they have the same effect as the other video, okay? That's all that's important, okay? You will not, a warning shot, you will not get the same amount of views as the original creator. The original creator will always get more views than you, but you will get half the views, even more. For example, I once did the same exact strategy with a video that had, I think it had like 2.1 million views. I don't know what it had. I think it had 2.1 million views. Actually, I'm not sure. I think no, no, no. I think it had like 1.7 M's on YouTube. Okay. The reason I chose that one was because it had an insane high and it had an insanely high outlier, right? I did my own version of it. I made the thumbnail even better than the original creator, right? So you also want to look at what's proven to work, what's currently working, steal the idea, steal the title, steal the thumbnail, but also try to make it better. Look where there's flaws and try to improve it. Okay. So I created my own version, and my video, literally, it was a modeled video. It was like this one, just better. I got 1.4 million views out of it, and it massively blew up my YouTube channel. Okay. I think it's this one right here. Nope, it's not this one. Okay. So just to tell you that this truly works. And this was my strategy. for all my YouTube time, okay? This is exactly how I got this channel to blow. This is the same strategy. This everyone does this. Looking at what other people are doing, what's working for them, and just re-implementing it for your own. Okay? It's not that complicated, okay? It's really not that complicated. Okay? And that's why really, if you master this, you will be a king of YouTube because in 3 to 4 months, you'll have a working channel for you. Okay. If you know what gets people to click, you have views. Okay. After a certain point, you can look at your own analytics and see, okay, these certain topics just attract more viewers. Okay. For example, when the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial was going on, that topic was interesting to people. And guess what? Guess what happened to the people who took advantage of that? Okay, created videos on that and made and yeah, and posted their channels up on YouTube. They made a bunch of money. They made like millions off of that because they chose something that people clearly want. So you can be repetitive. You can create videos again and again if because they're on the same topic that is proven to just work. Okay. So copy and recreate. Okay. Don't be afraid to copy the title. Don't be afraid to copy the thumbnail. Okay. Just make it better. And the video, you always have to make it yourself. The video comes after, right? It's going to be about 10 to 20% of your success. Really, not a lot of your success comes from the videos. Okay. However, if you do find like an edge over your videos, I'm going to show this to you next video, but if you find some sort of edge, some sort of advantage where in some area you do better than the other channels, you'll do well. Okay. So if your voiceover is better quality, if your editing is better, if you get better clips, right? If your pacing is better, you're gonna do well. The audience they see that. Primarily, YouTube does not care. Okay, YouTube doesn't care how good your video is. All YouTube cares about are those statistics. Okay, and the best way to maximize statistics is to just model what has been already worked that what has already worked before, because you know for a fact that these videos have done well, have performed well statistics wise. Okay, it's the best way to go about it. It's by far the most effective method, and I'll stand by it. It will always work. Okay. So this is episode 3. Okay. Next episode, which is the last episode, okay? Otherwise, I'm gonna have to start charging you, man. Next episode, it's gonna be about how I create videos, how I create videos for cheap, how I create videos for $0, how you can create videos for no money, and if you have a lot of time, how you can leverage that and turn that into long-term profitable YouTube business. Okay, start earning 10K a month. It's the baby money. Real money is gonna be 30, 50, 100K a month on this business model if you stake on the long run. Okay. So this was it. This was episode 1. As you can see, I have very good results with this channel. Okay. I already have this growth because I've implemented my strategy. So it clearly works. I can't wait till the next video and watch me in the next 3 to 4 months. You wish you would have listened. So start now. Don't procrastinate. Do it now. Trust me, because you're only gonna gain experience, and this won't work without any failure. Okay? I've been in this game for much longer than you. You might not get results this fast. You might get even faster. I don't know. Who knows? The main point is that you keep going and you keep doing the same strategy. Okay? And that's pretty much it. After you've nailed all this, it's just do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. And at some point, a video has to blow up, and then your channel is good. Okay? It's not complicated, it's not luck, it's about skill, it's about proven methods, it's about being analytical and strategic.